Hi, dear Procvetalk channel viewers. I'm Yulia Kondratyonok, and today I'm planting strawberries. Of course, everyone would like to have good, beautiful, healthy, reliable strawberry seedlings of a precisely known variety in good time. And probably no gardener can miss this opportunity to try and grow strawberry plants themselves. Besides, unfortunately, it's not always possible to find the right seed variety on time. Depending on your region, you should start strawberry from seed sometime in the period from January to March. This will be determined by your climate conditions. For planting, we need soil mix. You can buy commercial soil mix or make your own soil mix. If you use commercial soil mix, choose a universal vegetable starting soil mix with pH close to neutral. If you prefer to make your own DIY seed starting mix, I would recommend the following. Soil must be loose, lightweight, and it mustn't dry out too fast. You can mix peat, sand, and vermiculite, or peat, good garden soil, and sand. If you make soil mix yourself from scratch, remember to pasteurize it before starting seeds. Some gardeners use potassium permanganate solution. Some pasteurize soil for 5 to 10 minutes in the microwave. Others use boiling water and leave soil to cool. You can also pasteurize it in the oven for 1 hour at 100 to 100 degrees Celsius. Remember, whatever method you choose, after pasteurization, your soil must restore its natural fertility, its microflora. Why is it so important? All seedlings are very susceptible to various harmful fungi. Blight is a scourge of gardeners that can kill all your seedlings literally overnight. So don't skip the soil disinfection step. Another option is buying disinfected, ready-to-use soil mix. I'm going to use prepared soil mix with a pH close to neutral, 5.5, 6.5. This is best for germination. To start seeds, we also need a container. It is best to start strawberries in shallow, wide and flat containers because strawberries have a small root system and we are planning to plant a lot of seeds. This is our soil mix, completely ready for use with added perlite. Perlite is a good soil amendment. It makes soil loose and also keeps moisture capacity at the right level. After you place your soil into the container, make sure to spread it evenly. Otherwise, water will pool in lower areas and soil will dry out fast in higher areas, which is not good. Also, after you place soil in the container, remove any coarse fibers or impurities. Soil must be free of them. For watering, you can use tap water, preferably softened. After watering, when water gets absorbed, once again slightly compact and level the soil. Now that we have prepared the soil, we can actually sow our seeds. But seeds also must be prepared, unless the seed manufacturer has already done it for you. The fact is that lots of manufacturers treat seeds with growth stimulants, fertilizers, or microelements, encrusting or placing them in capsules and granules. Such seeds don't need any additional treatments, and they are ready for planting. If your strawberry seeds are untreated, it's a good idea to soak and stratify them before sowing. How do we do it? See, if we take out seeds, the strawberry variety called Baron von Solemacher, we see that the seeds are not encrusted or granulated. Lots of manufacturers carefully dry their seeds before packing to avoid rotting during storage or transportation. Dry seeds germinate very slowly and need help. We should boost germination to help them wake up. For that, seeds must be damp. We will use water, and to maximize soaking efficiency, I'm adding the well-known biostimulant epine. Here we have epine solution that we just made in a cup. According to the recommendations on the package, we just need a few drops per cup. Next, I place the seeds on a cotton cloth. It's better to use fabric than paper towels, as paper towels can get too soggy. Strawberry seeds needs a stratification. That is, after seeds swell, they should be kept at low temperatures for some time. This improves and synchronizes germination. I put seeds on a cloth, fold it carefully to make sure seeds stay in place and don't slip out, and add some epine solution. After that, I place the cloth with seeds into a container and put the container into the fridge for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, when the seeds have swollen well, we put them to a warm place, preferably at the temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. Under these conditions, seeds quickly germinate. Make sure not to miss the right moment, because germ roots are very fragile, and if you damage the root, it kills the seed. So, we beforehand soaked the seeds in epine solution, and we kept them in the fridge for 2 weeks. They have already swollen enough, and I'm now carefully sowing them. Strawberry seeds are quite small, and you have to take into account that it is very difficult to sow them by hand using fingers. You will always need some kind of tool. A regular toothpick can help. With the tip of the toothpick, carefully spread the seeds on the soil surface. Place the seeds about 3–4 centimeters apart. This can be done in a check row method. If you don't like to stratify your seeds in a cloth, you can try an old and reliable method, especially if there is snow outside. Place prepared soil in the container, spread the seeds on top, and cover with approximately 2 centimeter layer of snow. Then close the lid and put the container in the fridge for 2 weeks. Snow will melt and gradually pull the seeds down into the soil exactly to the required depth. Additionally, the temperature in the fridge is just perfect for stratification. After 2 weeks, take your seeds out and keep them in a warm, dark place. From now on, watch closely. Usually, strawberry seeds germinate in 2 or 3 weeks. As soon as the first shoots appear, ensure your seedlings have lots of light so they don't get leggy. The fact is, plants that lack light also become easy prey to blight, the same way as the seeds that you stratify in a cloth. After you place the seeds, you don't have to water them, by the way, because the soil is moist enough. After you place the seeds, cover them with a lid, like I'm doing, or with glass or PE film. To ensure good ventilation, make holes in the lid, or don't close lid too tightly, because there must be some air exchange inside the container to prevent conditions favorable for the disease development. Still, no matter how we pasteurize or disinfect the soil, it will not be completely free from bacteria. And actually, soil mustn't be completely sterilized, because unfortunately, This also kills beneficial microorganisms that plants and soil need to function properly. Why should we put the seeds in a dark place first? Because when seeds germinate, they don't need light. This is the first reason. Second, many seed types better germinate in the darkness. But once seeds sprout and as soon as leaves develop, we should provide good light. Later on, when all seedlings germinate uniformly, the temperature can be gradually reduced to 18–20 degrees Celsius, and you can adjust temperature easily by moving seedlings away from the radiator or heater or by placing them on a cool windowsill. When the plants develop their first true leaves, the temperature should be 18 degrees. Why? If the temperature is too high, the plant starts to grow intensively and gets leggy, and leggy seedlings is not something that we want. Many of you ask if they should fertilize the seedlings as soon as plants appear. No, you shouldn't. The thing is, there's quite enough nutrients in the soil. Soil contains everything young plants need, and they actually don't need much. The most important thing to keep an eye on is regular ventilation to avoid air stagnation and also adequate light. Plants need bright sunlight to develop normally. If there's not enough light, if you start seeds, for example, in January or February, and the true leaves have already appeared, additional artificial light is necessary. When your seedlings reach a certain age and your strawberries have 4 true leaves, you can start feeding with soluble fertilizers. You can use Rastvorine, Chimera, or any other soluble fertilizer. But remember to dilute the fertilizer to half the strength recommended on the bottle, so that you get well-developed plants without overfeeding them. I have now carefully spread all garden strawberry seeds. After doing that, I don't water them again. There's quite enough moisture here. I loosely close the lid of our little greenhouse. There are large holes for aeration or air movement. And since the seeds have already been stratified, I put them in a warm place, and after 2 or 3 weeks we'll have nice small strawberry plants growing in our little greenhouse. Somewhere in June they will start blooming and bear fruit in August or September. And I am done for today. Subscribe to our Procvetok channel